Hello YouTube, what's up everybody? It is 10 ways to spoil dinner. And some of you might be wondering where I've been for the past, I don't know, it's been like, what, about a year now? Since I've uploaded something a little less? Well, long story short, my computer fried, fixed it for a little bit, and then it fried again, so I currently don't have a computer. So if you're wondering where this video is coming from, I'm using somebody else's computer. It is not a very good computer, so I can't do any kind of real editing or recording for anything, but I really wanted to do a video because there is something very important that I need to talk about, and it's something that I think most of you find extremely important as well, especially if you're subscribed to me. I know I've done a few videos on this particular topic, including recently, well, not recently, but you know what I mean, Metroid, because soon, very soon, in less than a month, we are getting the first handheld Metroid game in, I don't know, two years? Not even last year. Well, when did Federation Force come out? But more importantly than that, it's the first side-scrolling 2D. Well, it's a side-scroller. It's technically 3D. The first old-school side-scrolling Metroid game since 2004 with zero mission. And what a coincidence! This game also happens to be a remake. Metroid Samus Returns is a remake of Metroid 2: Return of Samus. This is a much less creative title than Zero Mission. I want to talk about this game because this game's coming out soon, and some of the interviews that we've seen recently have brought to light some very interesting information that I am just really wanting to dig into. Most importantly, the real big thing I want to talk about here is that Yoshio Sakamoto has said in some of the interviews that he wants to add some surprises to this game the same way that they added content to Metroid Zero Mission. And in Metroid Zero Mission, we know they added content after you beat Mother Brain. They added the post-story with the space pirate ship, and you fight the robot version of Ridley. And I think we might be seeing something like that from Metroid Samus Returns, and I'm curious what that could possibly be. Personally, I think they're going to do something involving the baby Metroid. I don't know what, but that's what I'm going to guess. This game, after all, is the game where you first meet the baby Metroid, and despite some of my misgivings with Other M, this series has shown that there is an attachment Samus has for this infant. Problem always was, where does it come from? In Super Metroid, it does save your life, and it didn't kill you when it had the chance, and that's really sweet and everything, but I never got the feeling that I was like a child. I got more of a pet feeling from it. I got a feeling like I watched my dog die, only the dog was a parasite that drains the life out of things and leaves them desiccated husks that crumble into dust. So, not your average dog. More like a cat. But I'm thinking in Metroid Samus Returns, maybe we're gonna get something about this. Now, I don't know whether or not it'll be something right after the end credits. Possibly. There are two possible things I'm thinking they might do. One is something that happens on SR388 as you're escaping. Either as you're escaping or something that prevents you from escaping, and you have to guard the infant Metroid for you to get to your ship. Admittedly, this would feel a bit like an escort mission, so I'm kind of hoping they don't do that. But at the same time, if they do it properly, maybe it won't feel like that. Maybe the infant Metroid will be invincible and it'll just be with you and it'll just do things instead of it being a burden. That would be preferable. Plus, I mean, it's still a Metroid, even if it's a tiny little infant. Hard to kill. But the other possibility, one that I think is interesting, and I read this on a subreddit, somebody mentioned this idea, and I liked it. The idea that they suggested was possibly that the end of Metroid 2 would be the beginning of Super Metroid. And this kind of blew my mind as an idea. Possibly after you beat the Metroid Queen, after you get the Metroid larva, you find this larva, you take it to your ship, you take the ship to the Ceres station. At the end of the game, you go back to that station and you fight Ridley, and that's the final boss of the game, and it cuts off when you escape. Plus, that means this game would end with an escape sequence, and I mean, it's a Metroid game. It has to end with an escape sequence. Metroid 2 doesn't have one. It's a bit weird. And that's really all I wanted to talk about. This is a very short video. It's not even going to be like 5 minutes, something like that. I'm probably going to do one or two other videos on topics like this, just because I've been in a very Metroid mood recently. I've been attempting to replay some of the games. I started replaying Metroid Prime Trilogy on my Wii U using the Wii and stuff. reading stuff online, watching videos about Metroid, even started writing Metroid fanfic because I am a fucking loser. Yeah, that's really all I had to say about this. So, I will see you guys in the next video, whenever that is, in probably in like 3 years. That's not about right? That sounds about right. Let me know what your thoughts are on the possibility of Samus and the infant Metroid having a bit more of a connection in the remake of Metroid 2. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.